Yeah, here we are. Sitting in my chair with my black face there. Oh, come here, baby. Come here, baby. Just hit my baby in the face and I don't care. You said, come here. I don't want to see anything wrong. Baby. What is yeah. So, you know what I say? It's a great day for it. And if it's today, it's up to me. You know, I don't think I can do much. I do most everything I can. Right? Right. Oh, look at this kitty fish. Look at this kitty fish. You gonna go? You gonna leave me? You gonna leave me? Where you go? What's this? You gonna leave me? What you gonna do? Oh, gone. Gone with a puff of fur. So, I like to come on here when I got something to talk about. I kind of don't really have much to talk about right now, but I do, because, you know, it's like, what are people talking about ordinarily? Just junk. Junk food diet when it comes to YouTube streaming, it seems. That's all you're going to get is a junk food diet. You hop on a YouTube live stream, and you're going to get a couple of different things. You're going to get people talking about politics. You're going to get your ASMR people, and then you're going to get your people like me who don't really have any intention of playing, so we're just kind of goofy looking. We stick out like sore thumbs because, yeah, you know, I guess, you know, I'm not really a great YouTube content creator. I can't deny that. I'm not Asmongold. I don't even know how the hell Asmongold and that guy Moist do it, you know? Hello, Ethan's Vids. I wonder how many subscribers Ethan's Vids has. What's up, Ethan? What kind of vids you showing off out there, buddy? How's your sub count? 7. Ethan's Vids have 7. That's okay, I mean, you gotta start somewhere. Honestly, that first 50 subscribers is the hardest. Oh, Nexus, dude, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Tell your wife's boyfriend. that's a thank you. That's funny. Hey yo, butter sausage is the way to go. Like a tube roll of sausage, and we had that party on the slip of the pot, and we didn't say up. Yeah, my wife's boyfriend is super cool, and he's super strong, and he keeps us safe. That's cool, Nexus. That's cool. Don't forget to hit the likes, man. No, Ethan, I was reading that comment about buttered sausage. It's Gary Busey line. Gary Busey loves buttered sausage. I love buttered sausage. I could just eat a whole tub full of buttered sausage. Yeah, Ethan, man, getting 50 subscribers so that you can do live streaming, it's easy enough. Once you get it, you know, it feels a lot better. Then it's like, you know, you get hundreds pretty quick. Just keep it on, buddy. I just be reading stuff and dying when it's read. Yeah, I like to try to keep this. I don't know, man. I don't know how to be a good streamer, so I'm just trying to keep people in the loop. So if you're watching and you're saying something, you know, like you're hoping that maybe I'll read your comment, and it's like, sure, I'll read it. Am I rolling a blunt? No, I'm gutting a blunt. There's a big difference. See, first I gotta empty. Now I'm in the process of rolling. Yes. This is my mighty lunch break blunt. Where's my tray? There it is. I got my heavy metal tray. You like heavy metal? Heavy metal! Ow! Yeah! Heavy metal! do I play video games and will I play GTA 6? I have never actually owned or played a single level or mission, whatever you call it, of GTA. Now, I did try playing the original one. It might have been GTA 2 on a PlayStation, because I had I have this PlayStation emulator kind of thing. So it's a PlayStation version of that game, GTA. But I never actually played that game. I fell out of video games back when I was 17 or 18. My dad used to take my my Xbox and PlayStations and my game systems to the pawn shop every, well, it started off once a month, and then, not even, it started off here and there, and then it got to once a month, then it got to a couple of weeks when he needed money, and then it just got to a point where he stopped getting my stuff out of the pawn shop. So, something happened to me along the way, and I stopped appreciating video games. I don't know, this is some sort of disconnect. It's literally there's a physical repulsion against me playing a video game. I try to get, I really do. I try to get into it, but I just my mind just won't let me enjoy it. I think it's something to do with I think it's going to be taken away. So I can only ever play a game for a day or two at best. And then after that, I can't get back into it. I just can't play a game and enjoy it. Isn't that sad? Isn't that pretty freaking sad now I'm talking about it? The only games that I can really get any sort of lasting use out of are the video games where you move, like sport games. I like to play this boxing fitness game. If you check some of my live streams, you'll see that I like to stream a lot when I play boxing fitness games and Dance Dance Revolution. So, the reason behind that is because, once again, I like to stream with that kind of content. I like to stream myself playing games that involve moving. Because I have a Switch, I have an Xbox One, and I just, the only thing I get any use is just my Switch, so that I can play physical games. Because being able to get up and move and break a sweat is so much more unconventional to me. GTA 6, that's why we're talking, bro. That's what we're talking about, video games. I guess it must be really close now, huh? You can feel the wind coming from this thing rushing by us now. Holy cow. But yeah, countless hours. The last time I spent any sort of time playing a video game was and it took me months and months to accumulate these hours. But I put 150 hours into that Assassin's Creed game, Valhalla, because Assassin's Creed was always my stuff, man. I loved playing Assassin's Creed when I was younger. Now, that being said, today I take more understanding and damn, I really shot myself in the foot by spending so many hundreds of hours sitting on my butt playing video games, when I could have been doing other things like exercising or I mean, just exercising is the big thing, because that's the exact antithesis of playing a game. It's if you want certain results in life, you gotta check your patterns of behavior in order to understand what you're doing, if you're going toward that direction. And it's because success is an ironclad law of cause and effect. If you want the same results as somebody else, you can achieve them. You just need to know what the process was that they used to get there and mimic it precisely as possible. The toughest thing, I think the toughest thing about goal setting and doing the things you want to do is being honest to yourself about what it is you want to do. Because a lot of people say they want to lose weight. I will look that person square in the eye and say, you're a liar. because you're sitting at Burger King right now. You just ordered a meal with the large fries. You haven't exercised at all today. You're not planning on exercising at all for the rest of the day. And this isn't even your dinner. This is just a snack. So, no, you don't want to lose weight. Be honest with yourself. That's the main first point to all goal setting and achievement. Be honest with yourself about what you want, because you have to know yourself. Know what you want. And if you don't want to lose weight, that's okay. But at least admit that. Don't tell people you want to lose weight and that you're trying. Don't fake it out. You'll never get on the path that way. You'll just keep yourself propulsioned on, man. Forget that. So, what have we learned? Be honest to yourself. You say you want to quit smoking, but you go to the store and you buy a pack of cigarettes. You don't want to quit smoking. Until you put in the effort and the practice and the work, and you put yourself in situations, you say you want to be smarter about a subject, but do you read anything about that subject? Do you indulge in that subject? I want to be a boxer. I want to be a better dancer, right? So it's like, what do I do to really do these things to promote that in my life? I go to the boxing gym. I play the boxing game. I shadow box. I do knuckle conditioning. I don't know if you can really see it in that lighting. I do knuckle conditioning, so my hands are tougher. And like people look at me and they think I'm tough and they think I'm like great and like I'm a hard worker, and it's like at least the latter part of all that is true, but everything else is their opinion. And people think I'm tough and they think I'm aggressive and they think I'm ready to attack because I have a big posture and I'm 6'4" and my shoulders are freaking like that big, and it's like, and then you take these hands and you just show them these knuckles, like they think you know how to fight. Well, unfortunately, only you know what you know. You don't know what somebody else knows. So when you go into a confrontation with somebody, you're taking your chances. That's why I'd rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. And the war is coming. We got a war coming. Civil war. It's not the first time we've had it in this country. It won't be the last. Because this isn't a country, man. All these territories that we claim to understand, all these imaginary lines that we've drawn around ourselves and labeled with ideas of possession for one another, in great communities. It's all facade, and that's why it's going to disappear, because we put so much stock and toe into thinking this is the reality. But reality check. You are what you're doing right here in the moment right now. You hear those expressions. You are what you think about most of the time. You are what you talk about most of the time. You are who you hang out with most of the time. So, but what about right now? You are what you're doing right now in this moment. And that's the place to start. Not about, where you've been, what you've done. Now, don't let your past hold you back. I used to be 300 pounds. If you want proof, go on to my community section here on YouTube and go take a look at my 300-pound fat picture. I used to have a pretty big double chin. I had big old mammalates, and I feel a lot better today. I was dancing the other night, last Saturday. I was dancing until my legs fell off, and I was doing moves that people just, they're for a length of time. It's not even just like, oh wow, really super cool flip moves or anything. I can't flip to save my life, but at least I have endurance. I have stamina. And that comes because I lost 100 pounds of weight, and now it's like I don't even feel like I'm carrying myself most of the time. Now I can carry myself. I can carry a freaking weighted vest. I can do the leg weights, and I can still run up that hill. You know what I mean? Because I have that endurance and I have that stamina. I don't have the breathing condition. That's the thing that, you know. Again, we don't want to compare. We want to identify. If we're going to compare, it should be ourselves to the past. Are we learning anything? For instance, who's got a job to do today? I've got a job to do today. And I'm very happy that I have a job to do today. Because if I didn't have a job to do today, I would not be confident about the opportunities that I have in life. You know, having a job creates opportunities, and to look at it like anything other than a benefit in your life to have a job is detrimental to your mental health. And I need that message to be put out there for people. This needs to be a highlight right here, because legitimately, the way that you, like, if you want to change your life, change the way you think. That's really, it's that simple. In order to change your life, you need to change the way you think. Because if nothing around you changes, you're going to have to change the things around you. And unless you start thinking about your environment, where you're at, the people that you associate with, the conversations you have with the people that you're just mere acquaintances with, and register your own self-talk. The negative, try Jack Daniels. Yam, get out of here. Get out of here, trying to break my sobriety. Anyway, that's okay. What were we talking about? We talking about something important, yeah, then you come in and interrupt me with that nonsense. You know, if I wasn't a confident individual with my sobriety, I would be very not happy with that kind of a comment. But I don't demonize alcohol, so that's okay. I just got weed and kratom for myself these days. You know. Anyway, yeah, back to the job. One like, one shot, dude. I got like 18 likes on that video. Thanks for the like, I appreciate it. And then what happened was the video had crashed, and then I came back on. I started doing more. But you know, why didn't I just do a big brain move and just use a bottle full of water? Like, why didn't I just do a big brain move like that? Like pretend to open a bottle of vodka, right? I had that. Oh, hey, at least you actually know I'm authentic now. At least you can feel that I'm authentic about it because I didn't BS you, right? Anywho, so if you want to change your life, change the way you think. Nothing around you changes, you gotta change the things around you. Yeah, it's not easy to fake being drunk, right? You gotta really figure it out. Like, people don't actually, when people are doom scrolling and they don't know you, I kind of feel like it's easier to fool people that you're drunk. Because, like, there's a lot of ways that, you know, like, you can show people you're drunk. You just don't have verbal communication skills. And then, like, your posture kind of goes to shit. And, you know what I mean? Nah, I just kidding. See that? Yeah, see, is that how I want to live? Do I want to live like that? No, not anymore. I did for a time, yes. And to be honest with you, you know, it's, to kill time, it's a way to kill time. But I'm not ready to kill time. Right now, in this moment, today, it's a great day for great work. And if it's to be, it's up to me. And that's the meal ticket I want you guys to take away from me. I want you guys to hear things from me so that when you're in your everyday life, one of my expressions come up for you, and all of a sudden you want to say it. You want to say it's a great day for great work. You want to say I like myself. You want to say I'm the best, I can do it, and I love my job. And you won't know why until you think about it. And it's like, oh, that's right. I heard this from that kid. And that, maybe you won't even remember who you heard it from. And that's just fine. I don't care if you don't remember who you heard these good positive things from, because most of them I don't remember who I heard them from. I can give you some names. I can tell you the great figures and masters that I've studied to get some idea of how to live my life better. Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, just a few off the top. my boys right there. Brian Tracy was definitely one of my favorites. So, the way that you talk about how you want to do things is huge to the way you're gonna feel and to your performance ability. You know, people that are going out to games, like professional players and stuff, they don't have bad mindsets. They don't have like, oh gosh, I gotta go do these exercises and I gotta go run up and down this field back and forth 100 times and my legs are gonna be sore. No, they know they got a job to do. That job is to do their best and to win the game through their ability. And when I go into my job, I want to win the game. I want to do my best, and I want to win the game of helping my company every way possible to succeed in our job, to get that job successfully done. That's a win. So I go in there now, and I'm telling myself I like my job, and it feels so much better to go leaving my house knowing that how I feel about it. And it's like talking about it makes it more difficult to really embrace sometimes. But I need to share this because it's powerful in my everyday life. Just when I'm with myself and I'm telling myself I like my job, it's a great day for great work. And other people hear me say this stuff and then they start saying it. And like that's how I want to change the world right there. Because too many people in the workforce are Debbie Downers and it's hurting everyone around them. Every time you're at your job, even if you're just with your clique of people that keep the negative energy going. It's like every time you're saying to one another, oh, can't wait to go home, huh? Or I just don't want to be here, or I wish I was sitting in my couch. You know, it's like just all these thoughts of non-productive performance where you could be saying stuff like I'm saying, I don't have much, right? It's just like, if you want to be enthusiastic, if you want enthusiasm, you must be enthusiastic. That's another good one because it really claims the idea that having energy, having enthusiasm, having a passion and a desire and drive is not something that comes to you all the time naturally. It can come to you, but it's the times when it doesn't that you push through. These are techniques that you can use to actually push through the difficult times that you're finding yourself in probably periodically when you're at that point at your lunch break and you're not sure if you want to finish your shift or if you want to just say, you know, I don't feel good. I'm going to go back to the house tonight. You know, it's these kind of techniques that I'm talking about that can help empower you to make, I don't want to say better decisions because that's, you know, it's only better if you consider what the value is, what the outcome's going to be, which is, it's not just the money. Remember that your job is just a byproduct of money. Money is a byproduct of your job. The work is its own reward. Doing something at your job where you're engaging actively in supporting each other. See, that's what the teamwork is. People don't understand the teamwork principle at a job because we're all doing our own thing. We all have an individual job to do. And that's fair enough. I understand that. I've struggled with that concept myself. But again, the idea of teamwork being taking responsibility. I call this 110% responsibility, what I'm about to tell you. So I take 100% responsibility for me. That's doing all the things that I got to do. That's accepting the all the consequences of my actions, and that's accepting the consequences of my non-actions, right? So that's 100%. But now the extra 10% I put in is, I believe, sympathy, and not sympathy as much as empathy and understanding for other people, that my reality has a reflection, has a bearing and influence toward other people. So being accountable for that drives me to hold myself better with other people. And now you can say that makes me unauthentic. And you may be partly correct. Because I would say anyone that wants any change, from a haircut to trimming their toenails to going to the gym to making a diet, is being inauthentic. Because anything that you have to challenge yourself to work past, even having a good mindset, is that really the real you? And understanding the real you is your journey, not mine. Mine is just as a wild ride as Mr. Toad's adventure. But I believe, and who is the I that knows me? I would like to see. But I believe I influence myself through my words, and I actually know I do. And other people absolutely can either. So there's this great book called The Art of Communicating by Thich Nhat Hanh, and in it he goes on to talk about ideas of how the words that you use with other people can affect them either positively or negatively. And I don't want to split this idea like there's a positive and a negative only, but for the sake of discussion, let's say that there is a balance, and there are sides to this that we can choose to be on. Again, I'm telling you, when you go into your job and you are saying things like, I hate it here, I want to go home, why do I have to be here? Just talking all this negative nonsense, because the truth is, you do want to be there. You should want to be there. If you really, really, really don't want to be at your job, something is off. Either you're not in a position where you feel you have potential. Oh, the biggest thing that would be off is this. A job should be 3 things. Just like how many viewers I have right now, 3. And I would like to have the same likes if I could. Just 3 little likes, please. And I will tell you what a job should be. 3 things. A job should be meaningful, a job should be purposeful, and a job should be challenging. And if you can find the inherent value to that job of those 3 things, and sometimes it's more difficult than others in certain areas. I'll give you an example. Most jobs can be challenging. Almost any job where you have to physically put yourself into it can have the free bingo square for a challenge, because you can challenge yourself to physically move and condition yourself physically better and challenge yourself in that way. Challenge yourself to move faster, challenge yourself to move more focused, so there's challenges to yourself in that job through it. Now, meaning and purpose, these can be tricky because, well, again, a free bingo square could be the purpose of the job is obviously to get the job done, but to what end, right? Those kind of jobs that are not really able to get done, like a dishwasher or assembly line worker or something like that. The purpose of the job is kind of self-evident, and I would say most jobs have purpose, and then there's meaning, which a lot of jobs, I feel this is the harder one in most jobs today, is finding meaning in the job that you're doing. And the meaning of it, you can start with, is to get the money if you want. But I mean, the meaning of it is your personal definition. Again, just like the purpose and the challenge. Like, I define them all to myself when I'm in that situation. So like, I find the challenge in the physical laboring. I find, and then the mental aspect of my job, because I work with numbers, counting stuff, and then the purpose is to get the public served, the customers served, and the meaningful part of it is the part that you gotta kind of fake till you make, but it can be made by saying it like, it's for my babies. It's for my little kitty babies. It's like, I have to go do this. It's meaningful to do this job. So, see, I'm getting off tangent now. I'm taking it off topic now. That's not correct. But I digress. I highly implore you to understand this concept in your own way by asking yourself that question. These 3 questions. How is my job meaningful? How is my job purposeful? And how is my job challenging? And that's about all I've got for that. I have to shuttle myself out now, but I appreciate you listening. I hope I've given you something of value today. Again, that's the difference between, I try to make a difference between me and other YouTubers, because I want to offer you something of value of content, something that can help you propel your mind, because again, change the way you think and it will change your life. And once you start thinking about that, if nothing around you changes, change the things around you. So I'm all about personal development and change. I guess that's why I try to be on my streams most of the time. Thank you, King Bitch. I appreciate you. I've been doing this I've been talking like this for the last 30 minutes. So I am shuttling off to work. My job, because I work harder on myself than I do at my job in a lot of different ways, and in those ways, that's work. Going to my job that pays me, it's easy money getting paid to do something, because I like what I do, and I only do what I like. So that's what I mean. Like, I'm not going to tell myself I don't like my job. I haven't told myself I haven't liked the job in years. But that's the thing. Find that mindset. Don't tell yourself it's a great day for great work, and if it's to be, it's up to me, and you will have what you set out for. And fake it till you make it, okay? Oyasumi Nasai and Prana Ska, please like, subscribe, and I hope to see you on my next live stream. Catch you soon.